And by coming to day therapy, they get to be that person, not the mum, not the dad, not someone who's being cared for by a loved one. They get to be them. So when patients initially first come in, you can see the fear sometimes on their face. And I always ask why do you feel that way? And sometimes it's a case of, I hear the word LOROS and they automatically think they're not ready to die yet, because that's what LOROS stands for, it's a hospice. But by the time they've developed through that one day and seen what LOROS can offer for them as an individual, they begin to start to love life again and realise they've got so much more ahead of themselves, rather than just being a long-term illness, having a disease, being classed as a patient. They become their own person again. They begin to realise who they were and still are, which is really, really important. And by coming to day therapy, they get to be that person, not the mum, not the dad, not someone who's being cared for by a loved one. They get to be them. So yeah, it's an emotional impact for us to see a change in them from being really low mood to actually walking away and having stitch from laughing so much because they're in a happier place. So one of the biggest things that we find as well is patients coming in and not actually being able to accept what's going on for themselves, because they're also supporting their loved ones with the grief they're going through. So by coming to day therapy and being offered other support from the services we provide through our wellbeing sessions with the physios and OTs and counsellors, they actually find a real ground to ask for help and to know it's okay, that they can ask for help and it's their time to be looked after, but still remaining independent and strong, but knowing it's okay and you can say yes. And if you're having too much going on at home, it's okay to say no as well to people, and accept that at times you will need support. And you tend to find a lot of families as well understand, and patients won't talk to them about how they're feeling, but when they come here, they start to realise they need to start doing that. They become calmer, happier, the families start to help out more because patients are letting them. So overall, the balance between a carer and a loved one is more of a loved one rather than a carer. So it's really refreshing to see. And we build a rapport with families as well. And they can't thank enough to build that relationship back up with their mum, their brother, their dad, that they're not just carers, they're families as well.